So Cleveland will get the first possession. Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. On the court for Cleveland. Inside, we got the tenacious Love and Thompson. Thomas and Smith teaming up in the backcourt. And it's LeBron in at the three, the small forward. Aldridge. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker.
A super high percentage shot from Aldridge there. Layups work. Do a deep dive into LaMarcus Aldridge's career numbers. He is just one of the best big men shooting the basketball, especially from the mid-range, with incredible consistency. He can hurt you from all over the floor, but especially from around the 15-foot mark. That is his bread and butter.
And the call will be against LaMarcus Aldridge. That is his first foul of the game. Smith against Green. And stolen by Aldridge.
Awesome defense. Just outstanding effort to reach his big hands in there and just rip the ball away.
And the mid-range jumper, not usually a recipe for efficiency. Brent, you think the Spurs want Aldridge to take a step back and take more threes?
Well, last season he shot over 40% from the three-point line, and I think that the big guys stepping out to the corner is something that a lot of offenses look to. He didn't take a ton of threes, but when he did, he'd knock him down.
Here's Smith. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. And here's Love for three. And another miss by Cleveland. Aldridge dishes to Parker. Makes it off the glass. Parker's got his first 2 points of the night.
Offense clicking early here, 3 for 4 to start this one.
The Cavaliers have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Got a piece of it. Here's the teardrop. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Well, that's a healthy make there after missing their first 4 shots. 1 of 5, not what they wanted, but they're on the board.
Here's Gasol. And that's collected by Love.
You can't afford to let guys get comfortable there. The defense somehow avoided that shot from going in.
Nice way to start the evening. His numbers getting called, and for good reason.
Well, this is also one of those things where you start to think about how you're going to change your defense already. If at all possible, make someone else beat you.
And Gasol sends it back.
Gasol did not stop moving his hands there, especially as the shot was going up. Always going to be right there to send anything back if it's close.
Out to Parker, a 3-ball, and a great assist by Aldridge as that one goes in. Parker's got 5.
From distance, when he gets into a rhythm early, it makes this offense a lot more dynamic.
Well, great to get him involved, particularly at the start of the game. This is what keeps guys engaged.
Here's Leonard. Outside for Gasol. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
And loving the hustle here early. I mean, they struck first on the offensive glass.
And after so many finals runs starting in 2015, Brent, is it natural for a team like the Cavaliers to wear down a bit?
Well, they do have some guys that have played a lot of years in the NBA, so that's a natural cause and effect. But these guys were the defending champs last year, won 51 games, took a couple months off on the defensive end, and then flipped the switch in the playoffs. No doubt about it. Came together and...
Crowder's checked in for Thompson. Korver comes in for Smith, and Derrick Rose is subbed in for Thomas. Now here's Rose, covered by Mills. It's a pick by Love. Crowder from outside. Connects from three-point range.
Consistently getting his guys going. LeBron James awesome at finding guys in their spots.
Here's Mills. And he got the whistle, so he'll have a three-point play opportunity.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And how about a year ago? 82% on his foul shot, so he was reliable when he went to the line.
Find the lanes. Find the lanes. One shot.
You were known for a lot of stuff. Great passing was one of them. Also known as an exceptional shooter. Of all the guys you played with, who is the best at setting you up for a score?
Wow, I think my years playing alongside Gary Payton in Seattle, he drew so much attention, Kevin, with his ability in transition, of course, that patented spin move of his, and then his great ability as a 6'4" guard to post up, especially on that left block through a lot of double teams, and that opens up shooters on the weak side. That's where I happen to be.
All the great point guards see the floor so well. They know where everybody is, don't they, Brett?
And the best ones, Kevin, you're right. The best ones are the ones willing to pitch the ball ahead. That's when you really have something special.
And that one's good. Love.
Yeah, LeBron with the whip pass there. Good at surveying the court and spotting the open teammate.
Now here's Mills. He's tightly guarded. And Anderson kicks to Mills. Back to Anderson. Here's Laverne. That shot off. Great D that time from Love. Korver passes to LeBron. He feeds it to Korver. Three-pointer. No good there. And San Antonio will go the other way with it.
And you know what? He's just not on his game. No doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Shots good by Gabe.
It's early, but they are getting pummeled on the glass.
It's a pick by Love. Love with the screen for James. Off the screen, and the dunk by Love.
That's an encouraging sign from Kevin Love, willing to give up his body, something he does on a nightly basis.
Here's Mills. Banked in off the glass. Mills has got his second bucket tonight.
Already, they piled up 8 second chance points.
Now here's Rose, covered by Mills. Feeds it to LeBron. Over Gabe. Tony Parker's case, great is what he wanted to be and has been for a long time.
You know, that's great because that shows pops and why he's one of the best in the game. You got to be able to drive and motivate and also give the confidence. And that's what's happened with Tony Parker. Remember when he first came on the scene, it was not a cakewalk for him. He had his struggles, and now we're talking about a guy who's going to be in the Hall of Fame.
Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And taking a look at San Antonio's performance here, what do you think they've been doing or not doing?
Cleaning the glass. I mean, right from the jump, and that really helped them to set the tone.
I think you said it. If you start off playing physical, Greg, there's kind of the attention of the referees and the opponent that you're coming at them all night long.
So on the floor for Cleveland, Amon Shumpert is out there with Jay Crowder. Then there's Kyle Korver. Then there's Kevin Love. And it's Rose in at the 1. That free throw good from Kevin Love. And with these new player tracking cameras, you see some very interesting numbers. The Spurs, one of the lowest teams in terms of pace and fast break points. And yet, they're one of the top teams, Brent, in average speed and distance travel. How do you explain that?
Well, what they do, Kevin, is every time down the court, they set up their offense and they run through their options. And that could be very frustrating for anybody who's trying to defend it. They're waiting within a 24-second shot clock to have 1 or 2 defenders relax, get lazy, and as soon as they do, the Spurs take advantage of it.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Guys, Tristan Thompson has one of the longest consecutive games played streaks in NBA history. He said, the mind's a powerful thing, and if you tell your brain everything is all right, you'd be surprised on the stuff you can achieve. We have the mental toughness to push through our limits. That's how you become great and test yourself as a player. Kevin?
Well, David, Thompson certainly a mentally strong player. Always nice to have someone you can rely on night in and night out. It's Gay with the drive. That one's a miss. His third shot of the game. He's made one of them. And Shumpert kicks to Rose. Back to Shumpert. It's a pick by Love. Poked away and stolen by Gay. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. No good from Ginobili. The Cavaliers trail by 8. And there's the call on Ginobili. That's his first foul. A different look now for San Antonio. Marcus Aldridge is checked in for Laverne. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Kyle Anderson. And it's Green in for Manu Ginobili. And Cleveland also making a change. Thompson's checked in. Now here's Crowder. 6 points for him. To the inside. And count it. And a chance for one more at the free throw line.
And that was the play to make. Rose making the right read. And when you look at Jay Crowder, he kind of bridges that gap between role player / star player. The numbers might not wow you, but his tough play at both ends of the court is extremely valuable.
Pau Gasol is checked in for the Spurs. Parker comes in for Murray. And Greg, wouldn't you agree? Crowder clearly one of the best in the NBA in defending.
Without question. I mean, this guy guards 3 positions every night. And the combination of strength, quick feet, and then the quick hands make him a problem.
And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Leonard against Shumpert. Thompson, a screen on Leonard. Shumpert, no good. Spurs leading by 5. Right side, Green over Smith. And Green with the basket on the assist by Aldridge. Green's got his first 2 points of the night.
This is bread and butter stuff here. If you're tasked with trying to stop Green, you can't give him any space on a catch and shoot opportunity.
Parker with the steal. Now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter of basketball. And here's Green outside. Jay Crowder with the rebound. The Cavaliers trail by 7. Shumpert with it. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Thomas, it's a wide open look. Off target with his 3.
Well, even though he missed, you like seeing him taking that kind of shot. The defense must be better.
Parker's shot is off. Cleveland's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Tipped away. And that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession. Braun, he's checked in for Iman Shumpert. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. James against Leonard. The screen from Thompson. Just 4 to shoot. Smith. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
And truth is, though he misses that one, it's a shot he normally makes.
Yeah, he has that kind of range, but maybe not that time the best judgment. Oh, you just relish those kind of opportunities, and the defense got lucky, but they need to guard that area of the floor a little bit better.
And for the Spurs last season, falling short of their goal of winning another title. But Greg Popovich, Brent, still called it a great season.
Well, they had their second most wins ever under Pop last year. 7 new players to integrate in the first year without rock-solid, steady force Tim Duncan down there on the low block. They did have some injuries late down the stretch, and they can look back on another season where they gave their best effort and put themselves in position to get another NBA championship.
The Spurs making a switch here. Mills is checked in. Outside Thomas. The screen from Thompson. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Here's Leonard. He's off on that one. And Cleveland the other way now. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Gasol. 1:16 left to play in the first half. Thomas, good.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
A nice shot by Gasol. Gasol's got 5 points so far.
Gasol working on the block, always patient, surveying. Good job getting deep that time.
Pass to Thompson. Outside Crowder. The screen from Thompson. Looking to end his cold spell. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And Brett, when you look at the way LeBron has constructed his business empire, hiring his childhood friends to manage it, it's been talked about, but it's been successful.
Well, he's taken ownership, Kevin, of what his career has been, but he's also empowered those around them to have a future, to make a life. And he certainly is blazing his own trail as he's made his way through his career in the NBA.
No good on that one.
And I'm just not sure the league has ever seen a more intimidating slasher than LeBron James. A 6'8" bullet train. He's so strong, so quick. And if he gets a shoulder on you, watch out.
That one misses. And LeBron always feels like he can get past his man. It's that next level of the D he focuses on.
And if I'm the help, I play him for the pass. I don't want to be in that poster. Maybe the most devastating finisher in league history.
Spurs leading by 7. Here's Mills. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that, Mills has got his 3rd basket of the night right there. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. And a wide open look for James. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. And that's now 7 points for LeBron.
And really, this is where you want to just let the clock wind down.
Yep, unless you get a great look that's impossible to pass up, use the time wisely.
Offensive rebound. Thompson with the bucket.
That's what Tristan Thompson does best, just working the glass and working the D over.
Now here's Mills. And we're through the first half of basketball here, and what's been a good one. Here we go now, the start of the 3rd quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far. Spurs leading by 4.
And this Cavs payroll last season, I mean, the highest in NBA history, with luxury tax penalties in the tens of millions. And we saw some friction as they looked to control salary, and LeBron pushed them to add more talent.
Aldridge and Kawhi Leonard, the 2 stars at the forward spots. Parker and Green are the guard set, and it's Gasol in at the center. So that's who Greg Popovich starts the second half with. And he can't get the first one. And the Cavaliers were able to add some key veteran help at the trade deadline.
Yeah, some key contributors they were able to get off of waivers as well. That's how the rich get richer. But with LeBron talking about the team being top heavy, they needed to add some depth.
Good on the second free throw.
And Parker has such speed and creativity, just causes the defense fits in terms of how to properly guard it.
It's stolen by Green. A 3. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Here's Thomas, and it's sent back by Aldridge.
There's that length and anticipation. Hard to get the ball over Aldridge in that scenario.
Parker outside. Good D from Love.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
Smith kicks to Thomas. Cleveland moving it around. Back to Love. Pocket 6. LeBron James on the wing. Good, and the assist goes to Thomas. James has got 10 points in the game.
How about that? LeBron continuing to find his three-point game. That time looked good.
They grab their own miss. Out to Parker. Puts up a three. Good on the triple. Parker's got 4 this quarter.
Right now they're winning because of him. Love the shots that he's taking, and he's got the green light.
Parker with the steal. Now here's the fast break. Parker leading the way. A pull-up. But they'll get another chance. Here's Gasol. The Spurs rebound. Lets it go with a 3. Gasol with another miss.
He's still looking for his shot. Somehow they're winning. They'd like to get him going.
The shot's good from Smith. As we've seen, many teams play a little bit of a soft zone defensively. What's the best way, you think, Brent, to counteract that when you're trying to run your half-court offense?
Well, the best way to counteract anybody who's softening up on the backside of the zone is to overload that side of the court, Kevin. So now all of a sudden, if you make a shift with more players on one side of the floor, there's no way for 3 to cover 2 on the backside. That's where teams can gain incredible advantage. Yeah,
He's checked in for Gasol. Anderson comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. Rudy Gay's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. And it's Ginobili in for Danny Green. Cleveland also making some changes. Shumpert is checked in for Tristan Thompson. Korver comes in for J.R. Smith. And Derrick Rose is subbed in for Isaiah Thomas. Now here's Korver. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Well, the Spurs system hasn't changed through the years, but certainly some things being more emphasized than others. You had the post attack, certainly with Tim Duncan and David Robinson, and then it shifted to the drive and kick style with Manu and Tony Parker. And now they're back to playing the mid-range game with Kawhi Leonard and LaMarcus Aldridge.
He's off on the first. And in the past, there's been a distaste for isolation basketball in the Spurs organization. But we're seeing more iso ball running through Kawhi and Aldridge.
Well, they do a great job of passing out of the post, and mainly that's the reason why they use it. Force teams to come down as the ball gets closer to the rim and commit several defenders, and then the spacing takes over on the weak side. So they still utilize a pass-first style, and the isolation kind of sets up opportunities on the weak side. Well, Tyronn Lue's still pretty much new to the coaching ranks, but a tremendous amount of experience from his playing career. He won titles with Kobe and Shaq in Los Angeles for the Lakers, played alongside Michael Jordan in Washington, and he's seen LeBron James bring a title back to Cleveland. That's a lot of championship experience for Ty Lue.
Cleveland's gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. 6 of 13. Here's James. They get it back.
And the execution has just been off defensively here in the second. Play after play, it's almost as if they're a step slow.
Now here's Parker. 11 points in the game. And there it is for him. And Brent, you talk about Cavs coach Tyronn Lue, having played with those greats, he knows how to win.
Well, he's never been intimidated by any player that he's suited up with, and certainly relished any of the opportunities to make contributions as a member of the teams that he played for. So he recognizes all those things, and I think he also recognizes the tremendous opportunity in front of him to coach one of the game's all-time greats in LeBron James.
And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Crowder, he's checked in for Cleveland. San Antonio trailing here. Ginobili dishes to Anderson. Shoots over Crowder. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Love's got rebound number 8 now on the night.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Now here's Rose. LeBron kicks to Korver. It's a pick by Love. The dish now to Rose. Trying his luck deep. Cavaliers working now with a fresh shot clock. Here's Love. Gay with the block.
You got to respect those long arms of Gay. I mean, superb at swatting shots away with those big hands.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
The Spurs shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game. And it's tied up with that one. So often nowadays in transition, Brent, we'll see a guy get to the rim, then kick it out to someone standing at the three-point line. What's your feeling on that?
Kevin, who's at the three-point line?
Well, let's say Brent Barry's out there.
I'm more than okay with that. You know, some of the guys, Kevin, in the new age are running to the three-point line, and as the ball gets to the rim, yeah, the modern-day fast break is not your classic 3-on-2, and we're going to take the wings coming in, and we're going to feed one guy for a layup. That first available wide-open three-point shot, whether 2 seconds into the possession or 12, is something coaches are willing to live with.
Problem is, though, sometimes that big wants to run and does run, but you don't reward him, and then maybe they don't run the next time down.
That's exactly right, Kevin. You have a big guy working that hard. Problem is, in today's game, some of those big guys are also running to that three-point line.
You're exactly right.
And great hustle to turn that block shot into a fast break opportunity. Big-time play on both ends.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
James kicks to Corver. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. LeBron's got 4 assists in the game.
You gotta love how Corver's outside shot keeps looking better and better with each passing game.
Now here's Mills. He's got 9. Anderson inside, defended by Crowder. Aldridge misses. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Shot by Crowder, no good.
Wow, just in shock that he missed that layup. Not a lot of defense there.
And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here. Nineteen seconds left here in the third quarter. Here's Murray. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Smith against Green. Here's Rose, and it's sent back by Aldridge. From deep, Green got the shot. He caught it.
I mean, they know when to push and when to pull. How to keep guys motivated.
And we're set to start the action up here in the fourth quarter. And if it's anything like the first 3, we should be in for a treat. So on the floor for Cleveland, Isaiah Thomas out there with Rose. Then there's J.R. Smith. Then it's Jay Crowder. And it's Thompson in at the 5. Now here's Thompson. Thomas kicks to Rose. That's good. And it's Thomas picking up the assist.
And you love to see Rose aggressively looking to score on the inside.
Puts it up from 12. Outside for Gasol. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
First 3 of the half, second of the game. Can he heat up?
Knocked loose. Mills with the steal. And now in transition is Mills. Here we go. That one goes in. And now it's an 8-point San Antonio lead.
And for a guy who will do whatever it takes to help the team win, Patty doing it on the offensive end and having a huge night.
And the replay is courtesy of Under Armour. Unleash chaos. It was a great sequence from the steal all the way to the finish at the other end. Now here's Thomas. Thompson outside. High arcing shot. It's hauled in by LaMarcus Aldridge. Aldridge has got his 6th rebound on the night. There's Green with the 3. Out of bounds. Cleveland takes possession. And the the Cavaliers making a change here. Love's checked in. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Thomas kicks to Love. It's Crowder on the wing. And count it. He'll head to the line with a chance to make it 3.
And Love does so many things very, very well. A great passer, always looking to set up a teammate.
And Jay Crowder, one of the bigger pieces in the trade that brought him to Cleveland, always seemed to be the odd man out with the revamped roster in Boston. But he's got some strength and length on that wing. Also, some toughness and depth.
And that one misses.
And for the Cavs, getting Crowder in the deal was a big part of why they went with it. He's helped fill a couple of holes Cleveland had, and he's also on a friendly contract, so he'll be a part of this team down the road. And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Oh, wow, guys, doesn't look good. We've got an injury here. David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Greg Popovich talking to his team during the break. He told his guys they've got the green light to keep shooting from downtown. He told them, I like the way you guys are working out there. Keep finding the open spaces on the perimeter. They're giving us open shots. And we'll see if they step it up from here, guys.
Thanks, David. The Cavaliers trail by 6. Here's Thomas. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got his 3rd assist on the night. Here's Parker, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half. And the Cavs trade for Isaiah Thomas reunites 2 former teammates. He and Kevin Love actually played a little AAU ball together, both of them growing up in the Pacific Northwest.
And that one misses.
And back in high school, Isaiah Thomas used to ride the train down to Portland and stay the weekend at the Love's family house. For those two teaming up once again at this level, that's pretty surreal.
And the second free throw, good. And the Cavs' big 3 completed with the trade of #1 overall pick Andrew Wiggins to Minnesota for Kevin Love. Brent, if they had to do it all over again, you still think they make that trade?
Absolutely, Kevin. They brought a championship to Cleveland, a drought of 54 years, and Kevin Love was a big reason why they got to the top of the mountain. So I would absolutely make that trade.
San Antonio again missing. The Cavaliers trail by 5. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it. And the Spurs making a change here. Ginobili's checked in. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Here's Parker. 18 feet away, and he knocks it down. And the Spurs lead by 7.
And when Parker gets his legs under him from that mid-range area, he is incredibly accurate.
Parker against Thomas. Dishes it to Love. Cleveland gets it back. Spurs leading by 7. Here's Gasol. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got his 4th rebound in this one. Thomas with the ball, picked up by Ginobili. Stolen by Ginobili. And Tony Parker again. Parker's got 11 in the second half.
Great anticipation and quick hands. Ginobili able to get his team off and running.
Smith against Ginobili. The screen from Thompson. From deep, Thomas. San Antonio with the rebound. Parker right side. And the call will be against LaMarcus Aldridge. That's foul number 2 for him. Murray's checked in for Manu Ginobili. And Cleveland also making a change. James checked in for Jay Crowder. The Cavaliers trail by 9. Here's Thomas. The teardrop falls in. Thomas got 4 this quarter.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
And it's time for an injury report.
Guys, I was able to catch up with the Spurs head athletic trainer. The word is he has strained his Achilles tendon. Coming back tonight is not an option for him, and they are hoping he won't have to miss too much time. Back to you, Kevin.
Appreciate that, DA. Well, it's never easy for a player to go through what he's experiencing, Greg, right now.
But it is something that happens to almost every player. He's strong enough mentally to get through it. This we know.
Sometimes off the court, you work harder than you do preparing for a regular game. He'll get himself ready to go. Look forward to when he gets back on the court.
Now, here is Smith. Defense right on him. Now Murray. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. Let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Tony Parker.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight, just amazing. He hadn't just been gunning. He's been picking his spots, and you need that kind of patience and discipline to shoot as well as he had.
This is as good a game as we've seen him play, and this crowd can't get enough of it. When he explodes like this, it becomes a special atmosphere in here. We've got 1:18 left in the game. LeBron with it. Leonard picks him up. Poke loose. Leonard with the steal. A pull-up and another basket for San Antonio.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Spurs.
The blocking really turned things into their favor this time.
Great timing, anticipation. They got the blocks, and that definitely changed the momentum of this game.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Parker.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
Here's Murray. Drops in the breakaway layup. And the Spurs lead by 17.
And you can tell they're ready to start celebrating a well-deserved victory here tonight.
Yeah, you can see the fans. They've already started celebrating themselves. A gutty performance.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Here's Parker. Cans the shot from the wing.
And this is how you close out a game, not taking any chances.
Yeah, you gotta be relentless in this game or the tide can turn on you. Not here, not tonight.
And it's James missing. Parker kicks to Murray. Outside for Gasol. Good, and Aldridge gets the assist.
And good timing from Powell. Readied himself for the ball and shot on catch.
And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one.